Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. Return coming here from the 12. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Bobcat. Set go.
From the 34. Caught by Theo Johnson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go.
Willis to throw it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check. Go.
Another try following the sack. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go!
Willis. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 17. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's going to keep this one. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to see those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54, 26.
Opening play, and Dak's gonna throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Trying again, following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 from the 41.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 tiger, 19, trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Willis. Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Willis to the air. That's low and bounces short of his man.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Let's go.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night.
Time, 7-7.
Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Ready up.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Go.
Throwing from the gun. That's taken in by Samuel. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Shut up. Hey, smash.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And that's a New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take.
First down, here's Dak. It's taken in by Lamb. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10, Prescott. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running this one left. Works the sideline inside the 35. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A tight end in motion now.
We're going to 54. Why is? We're going to 53. 22.
Dak out of the pistol. Lamb's got it on the sideline. And he drives it down to the 8 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Yeah! Here we go.
Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Gets this to Slayton. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Come on, set.
They're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, they'll run. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Cowboys with the football. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
Dak now from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
70
To throw, here's Willis. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Yeah! Here we go.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Why is? Here we go. Going to 53. 26.
Give now to the running back. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun is Prescott. He's going to push one deep. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Dallas. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Giants 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 rattling. 18 rattling.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass cut by Tracy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Getting out to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Ready. Go.
Throwing is Willis. He put some juice on it deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it up. And the Cowboys get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Gano ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
They've got first down from the 31.
There you go. 26.
Blown back, it's the handoff. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
We're going to 54. Why?
Back to the well again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Dak off the play fake. Brought in by Elliott. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. It'll be a pickup of 4, and they'll snap second and goal from the 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Makes the play, working the sideline, but it takes him out right at the line. And in for the Dallas touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Lion. Let's go.
Here's Willis to the air. And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they face second down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Come 19. Come 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Set up. Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60. Get up.
Here's Willis. He finds him beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. Set. Warrior 70. Go street.
And they send a man in motion. Gets this to Johnson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. That's taken in by Samuel. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Giants, first down.
Buffalo 18.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Willis to throw it. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
At the 29-yard line.
18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt.
From the 29. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds, too. I don't believe it. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
And now the Giants keeping the offense on the field. We've got a 2-point attempt coming up. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. Gano ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Now a give on the counter. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Yeah.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10 now from the 30. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the line they go. It's second down. This time it's a passing play. Throw complete to Lamb. He has room past the 25. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Dallas. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kick taken in here at the 17. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Street. Go.
Willis. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit. That brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
On the jump.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Willis now. Escapes the pocket. Gets this to Slayton. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw, here's Willis. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep the football, but lose a significant amount of yardage on the play.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Yeah, there we go. Wait, check. Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Yeah! Here we go! Wait, take! Wait, take!
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Cowboys on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. That punt gets up to 59 yards, and it'll be Giants football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Say, hey! Ready?
Willis looking to throw. He finds Slayton. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
19 tight! 19 tight! Chap 60! Chap 60! Go!
He's dropping back to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Willis. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 on 2nd down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
It's taken in by Lamb. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Yeah, here we go!
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down.
Yeah!
He tries to sneak it, and they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in. just as that knee goes down.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.